What's up, guys? You are in the market for a 5.3 liter gas or a 3.0 Duramax diesel, and I'm going to tell you why you need that 3 liter Duramax diesel. It should already be easy. You look at that fuel mileage number, boom, that's the sales point right now, especially with everything that's going on right now in the whole world. We won't discuss it any further than that, but these fuel prices are going up, and right now is a time when fuel economy matters. And if you're spending your own money on fuel, then it always matters. So why not get the more fuel efficient one? I'm sure you have your reasons for it, but just running numbers on the fuel mileage comparisons, the 5.3 liter gas is rated at 1522 miles per gallon. That's the street and highway. And then the Duramax is rated at 2226. And that's the street and highway. So just right there, that's a huge spread. If you take the numbers, so I did the math. All right, I sat down, I calculated it. So over by my house, gasoline, 87 octane was $3.80 a gallon, and it was $3.80. I wrote it down. All right, so by my house, just this morning, I drove by, it was $3.80 a gallon for 87 octane, and it was $4.50 a gallon for the diesel. So if you factor in 10,000 miles, how many gallons are you going to use? If let's just base it off of the street mileage. Okay, so 15 miles per gallon in the 5.3, 22 miles per gallon in the 3 liter. So over the course of 10,000 miles, you're going to use 666 gallons. Right, 666.67 gallons used in the 5.3, and in the 3.0, let me get through this turn so we don't murder anybody. That'd be dangerous. All right, so we'll use 454.55 gallons in the diesel. So yes, diesel is a little bit more expensive per gallon, but anyway, we won't get into that. So that comes out to $2,533 for the gas 5.3 over 10,000 miles, or $2,045 in the Duramax diesel. So right there, it's a $500 difference just off of 10,000 miles. So over the course of a few years, or even more miles, if you're driving more, it's a no-brainer on which one to get in regards to that. Now, if fuel jumps $3 per gallon, which, like I said, with the way the world is working right now, that's not out of the realm, unfortunately. So if we run those numbers, you're looking at $4,533 in the gas versus $3,409 in the diesel. That would be if the fuel jumped up $3 a gallon from what I just quoted, which is $6.80 now at gas, 87 octane, and $7.50 at diesel. That's a huge savings right there. That's going to be the big pusher to get you into a 3 liter Duramax. So if we ignore the money side of it, the drivability side of it, I've been cruising along in traffic this whole time, and I love this thing. It just gets up and goes. I'm barely on the pedal. It is absolutely nice. It's absolutely nice. If I need to pass somebody, the turbo kicks in, we're going, everything about it. So drivability wise, it's excellent. Vibration wise, it's super smooth. That's the whole reason behind the inline 6 is that they're typically just really smooth engines. It's a proven style with Cummins. Obviously they really like it with their 5.9, 6.7. They stuck with the inline 6. And those are pretty darn smooth. So this one is smooth. It's itty bitty pistons too, so there's really not a whole lot going on there. Now, you're probably worried because it's a newer engine, and I totally get that, and there's nothing we can do about it other than the time, and we'll see what little issues arise. But if you look at the V8 Duramax, every year basically had its own little issues, so everything's going to have its issues. The 3 liter has minimal issues so far, and I say that as a Duramax just passed me right there. The big Duramax, the 6.6. So yes, this is the Mini Max. But you hear how quiet this thing is? It is super quiet, and that's one thing that I like about it. That's one thing that you'll like about it too. And if you want to add a little bit of noise, you can add an intake in there. You can add little things here and there. but you definitely need a Duramax. So let's talk about towing, because if you get a diesel, you're thinking towing, right? If you're gonna tow big, get the 6.6. Don't fool yourself. This isn't gonna do the big trailers and all that. It's gonna do a big trailer, I guess. You could do here and there, but you're really stretching it. Remember, this is a 3-liter, so we gotta keep that in mind. And it's a 1500 truck. So if you're thinking of towing to max capacity, which this truck is rated at 9,100 pounds. The new trucks, the refreshes, can get up to the 13,000 pounds towing, but realistically, it's about wind resistance, not so much weight. This is my opinion, so we're gonna get the engineers in there and whatever, who cares, but this is my opinion. And I say this because I towed a 3,000 pound trailer behind this thing one time, and it was a big, tall one. You felt that trailer. I don't care if this is rated for 9,000 pounds, it still did a good job, but you felt that trailer. When I towed my 7,000 pound trailer that was a flatbed with a car on it, the ZL1, you can see my other videos, that you could feel it, but it's like, it flows. That's really good. You know, it's like, you gotta remember what you're working with here. I did tow with the 5.3, and that thing just downshifted all the time, and it made it work. It was always trying to keep itself up in the power, revving it a bunch. And if you're constantly high on the RPMs, you're gonna end up wearing out the engine quicker. So you need to think of what your demands are, really. If you're gonna be towing, then you gotta factor in how much are you towing. And let's be realistic. Is it heavy? Are you gonna do it every single day? Get the 6.6 if you're doing that. I mean, don't fool yourself and think that this is gonna do that job, because it will do that job. But then if you have little problems here and there and things start wearing out, that's on you. You overdid it with this one. So be realistic about it. That's all I'm saying. End of my rant on that. So as a daily driver, I use this truck. I rarely have anything in the bed. I haul some dirt bikes every once in a while. I rarely tow. I believe that's what this truck was made for. So I get killer fuel mileage. I drive about 25 miles each way to work, so 50 miles a day. And I'm happy with the fuel mileage. I could get a car and save some in gas, but I mean, realistically, this thing's pretty darn close, and it's got room for the dog and the kids, everything about it. You need a 3-liter Duramax. That's all there is to it. Get the 3-liter Duramax. Quit wasting everyone's time, and by everyone I mean yours, but continue doing research. It's fun. But that's my opinion from a guy coming from, I had the 2019 5.3, I had a 2020 3-liter, and now this is a 2021 3-liter, and I ordered a 2022 refresh model with the 3-liter also. I'm not leaving that 3-liter at all. If I have a choice, I'm gonna have a 3-liter and everything. I love this engine. It does everything that I need it to, and how can you go wrong with that? Till next time, see ya. What else? I've got a cool video too that I need to dig up. If you tow, you're gonna like this one. So basically, I'm towing, and I stopped at this bottom of this hill in the middle of the desert and just came to a stop with the trailer behind me, and then just floored it all the way up, and just to see how we did, what kind of power, how it did on everything, like a champ. I know, spoiler alert, don't even watch the video now. But anyway, if I find it, I'm gonna post that up, so keep your eyes out for that. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.